You're fired. But I'm going to give you a second chance, and I want you to let me in on everything about the women's shed.
I have to help Pete.
If he wants to come up here, I'll be ready for him.
We're gonna string it up and see how it works.
Here we are at Redinger's Antique Market.
440.
Deal. It's on.
Oh my God, my leg! That's your shoe, Peter. I knew you were here.
I'm Peter Rotelle, CEO of Rotelle Development, and this is Studio E. We are a unique custom home builder that has figured out how to provide turnkey custom homes at all price points, from land sourcing through a 10-year warranty and everything in between, all under one roof. We are doing a shed-to-shed build-off with the men versus the women. This is yeah, we're gonna crush him.
Pete,
Yeah, speaking of the devil, Renee just walked in my office. I'm talking to Ty.
I found this at my shed.
A shoe.
Yeah, your shoe.
What? It's not my shoe. Ty, I gotta call you back. This looks like it's gonna get heated. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Yep. Bye. I've never seen that shoe before in my entire life.
It's your shoe. You were at my shed spying.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, Pete, it matches your shoe.
Do I look like the kind of guy that would break in and try to take a look at your shed?
Well, I know you didn't get close, so it doesn't really matter.
I filed a police report a couple days ago. Missing a shoe. I think Mike that's right, it was. It was Mike borrowed my shoes. He was going to do something, I forget. Hey folks, this is what we decided to name the shed. Is the doghouse. I cut it out of a dead pine tree and then just kind of mitered the back end, and I ordered this sign for a couple bucks online.
What we're doing here is we have, this is our countertop, that the boards that we need to join. We have 3 boards here that total about 31 inches. We need a 24-inch counter. So we're going to be ripping down one of the boards on the table saw, and then we'll get it on the joiner and planer to get that squared up, and that'll make our 24-inch countertop. And we'll join them together using a biscuit joiner and some carpenter's glue.
Yeah, and we'll walk the dog all the way down or what?
Yeah. All right. We have a ton of clamps on here, and the clamps are to keep this thing flat and level while it dries. It's going to take about 24 hours to dry, and then once that's dry, we'll pull all these clamps off, and we'll have ourselves a nice top here.
This is Clamp Master Tom, and you're talking to Biscuit Pete. Over and out. We're on our way to Taylor's house, trying to get some welding done while the boys are working back at the camp. Taylor is working and I'm watching. We're making these wall sconces with horseshoes, which is going to be totally cool. They're going to be welded like that, and then we're going to have a candle lantern in there so they can operate without electricity, and they're going to pivot just in case they need to move. We called in their professional. His name happens to be Pete. Hey, Pete.
Hi. Hi, Pete.
Hey, good to see
I'm
you.
Pete.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
Pete.
It's a good name.
Pete, we need to figure out, we want to make a sink out of this. We need to figure out how to get a hole in there.
You drill it.
So Taylor drilled this out with an 1 3/4 hole saw, and we wire brushed it up, and now Taylor's going to put a clear coat on it so we can put water in it, and it's not going to get all stained up. Doesn't have anything to do with the cigars, does it? This weekend, we worked, and we worked, and we worked. 60 hours. So we just finished the kitchen design, and for the top, we wanted something that was gonna blow your mind and add another wood species. The sink and the trash can we picked up at Rettinger's. We clear coated and cleaned those up and put them in. When this whole thing is shown in one shot, we just gave you a teaser. It's about the prettiest kitchen you've ever seen, and it reeks nothing but manhood. I love creating rooms outside. That's what I call them. Although the space isn't defined because the ground's so big, but this little area here, we're gonna have a horseshoe pit. We call it the bear room. It takes a little tiny shed and it makes the square footage seem that much bigger. And it's all about the detail works that pull this off. So here we are at the croquet station. This is what we bought at the antique store. I put a Rotelle coaster up here and nailed an old shutter pull on it. It cracked, I'll have to redo that, but drilled holes in here, everything sits. You drop your balls in there, they land in the little holder, and you can pull it around with you. Just another detail in the men's shed, and today is all details. Details, details, details throughout, all the way through. Just finished up. We're tired, we ate, we're fat and happy, we're sweaty. I want to say thanks to Tom for kicking some butt today. Thank RJ over here.
Yeah, RJJ.
We're gonna shoot some hoops. Wind it down, call it a night.
Yeah.
Swish.
So we sourced the ground, we designed the home, but probably one of the most unique things that we offer, and I don't know of another builder that does quite what we do, is that we actually work through the permitting process on our client's behalf. So once we've identified that piece of ground and we've designed the home, we actually work through the permitting process with the township or municipality to make sure we can build the home on that piece of ground. It's all part of the Rotelle Protected Purchase Program, but that permitting process has become more complex over the years. There's engineering involved, there's usually soil testing involved, stormwater management, on-site. A lot of time we have water and sewer that are on-site, so septics need to be designed, but there's a lot of facets to getting that permit approved. And we do all of that at no charge to our customer to ensure they can build the home they want on the piece of ground that they're buying.
I'm here today to meet with our painter so we can go over all the different areas that we want to cover in white. We're going to paint the ceiling, we're going to paint the two side walls, and we're going to actually paint these black to match the two side windows. So I'm meeting with him so we can go over all of those details. Can you paint those black?
What, the
dormer windows.
The dormer windows. Yeah, I mean, to kind of match those, I guess is what you're thinking, right?
We can leave the inside white because it's going to be part of like the ceiling, so that doesn't bother me, but out here, because it's above all of this, which will be black. This one needs to be black. And then that jamb needs to be black too. And get what you can get done. Like the interior is the most important.
Right. Heather doesn't want to take that swing back out, does she, so we can spray?
So did you see us put that swing in?
I did, yeah.
It's not coming out.
I saw somebody take a ride on it.
Heather did. It's not coming out. Deal.
Just like that.
We have about a week to go to our big event, so there's a lot happening, a lot that has to be done, so it's very nerve-wracking. But I did have this garage door opener installed by Shank Garage Doors, who is our supplier for all of our garage doors, for all of our custom homes. And I can't tell you why we put it in. You'll have to come to the event and find out. So our bookcases are just about done. We have all the trim detail. We have one more piece to put here. And what I'm thinking for the back here to kind of give it some interest instead of just using regular paint is to use some type of wall treatment, either wallpaper. I was thinking maybe like a scrap of paper, something with some fun designs, but it will really give this wall some interest and some pop. We built out this whole wall. We put Luan on over the studs, and we have these doors installed. So they've basically become these little hidden doors where you can have storage. And our plan here is to do some type of angled design where you could store all your good wine for your friends. So this is our little bar top area where we want to be able to, if we have friends over, you know, open up the screen, get some fresh air in, and be able to serve our friends out on our little deck. So what we did is we created basically with just some screen material and some 1x4 this frame, And what we're gonna do is basically attach it here with the hinges. And when we're ready to serve, we'll be able to flip it up, attach it to a hook, and we'll have that open window.
Yo, Pete. Yo. What gives? What's the emergency, man?
Aunt, it's an embarrassment to me, my family, my kids, the company. It doesn't fit! It doesn't fit through! Hey folks, episode 6 was a change of pace for us. A little humor and a lot of work. The sheds are looking absolutely fantastic. The girl shed's coming along really good. The guy shed is just off the hook. Check us out on Facebook, Rotelle.com, and YouTube. And come out to the event on September 15th. It's going to be an absolute incredible time. Free food, free beer, get to see the sheds and a chance to win one. And then the other one's going to get auctioned off, and all the proceeds are going to go to Ashley Addiction. And it's all for a great cause. We'll see you on the 15th. Thanks for watching.